Hey guys, and welcome to this week's edition of Charged Up News. Today's show will include the 2019 updates for Niro motorcycles, a flying taxi trial for Singapore, the opening of pre-orders for the Brooklyn-based motorcycle startup Tarform, and results from the pre-season testing of the Formula E Championship. But first up on the program, the supervisory board of Porsche has given the go-ahead for series production of the Mission E Cross Turismo. Using the same drivetrain as the upcoming Taycan, the Cross Turismo is more of an everyday car, equally at home on snowy mountain passes and gravel roads as it will be in the city as a commuter. Back in June, Porsche presented a road-ready version of the car to 20 media representatives around Malibu and California, and they obviously received very positive feedback, as we now have this car to look forward to, as well as the Taycan. It's great to see Porsche pushing down this track, and this crossover vehicle really is in a category of its own, being a sports car combined with the practical, capable designs of an off-roader. Kia has released a new video highlighting the features of their upcoming release of the Niro EV. The launch of the Hyundai Kona and the Kia Niro could mark the start of the mass adoption of electric cars worldwide. The Niro will have a 200 horsepower motor, a respectable 0 to 100 km time of 7.8 seconds, as well as a minimum real-world range of 385 km using a 65 kWh battery pack. They've already been shown to be capable of up to 500 km if you're prepared to cruise at 90 km per hour. Through the use of a 100 kilowatt charger, a quick charge will also be possible in less than 1 hour. The demand for electric cars in this price range is obviously there if you look at the pre-orders for the Model 3, but how far ahead will Tesla get before the major manufacturers finally put all of their efforts into EVs? Coming out of Brooklyn is news from the electric motorcycle startup Tarform and the announcement of pre-orders for their handcrafted bikes. One of my favourite films from the late 90s was the futuristic sci-fi flick Gattaca. The film was full of classic but electric cars, and these bikes would have fitted right in with their vintage looks and modern powertrains. Their first two models launched are a flat bar scrambler and a cafe racer with a starting price of $18,000. Specifications and features are fairly vague at this point, but they do have some interesting radar-based safety displays, and they do look very, very cool. From the major manufacturers this week, Volkswagen has started construction on its first factory specifically designed for its new MEB platform for electric vehicles. Based in China, the new factory will have a capacity of 300,000 cars per year, and the first vehicle to be produced will be an all-electric SUV in 2020. The facility will also utilise 27 types of environmentally friendly technologies with a special focus on water preservation, energy saving and the reduction of carbon dioxide. Nissan has confirmed that deliveries of the new generation Leaf will begin in Australia in mid-2019. It's great that we are finally getting the new Leaf, but Nissan will probably have some serious competition from the Kona and Niro EVs with their 64 kWh battery packs, and could find that selling the Leaf with its 40 kWh pack could be quite difficult. And in the latest ad from Ford, could this be the new Mustang? The first EV I drove was a late 60s Mustang. Hopefully they make this one super quick with classic styling and slightly better safety standards than the originals. Volocopter, a German company developing autonomous electrical vertical takeoff and landing multicopters, or eVTOL, have announced that their next series of inner urban flight tests will take place in Singapore in the second half of 2019. Based on drone technology, the Volocopters are specifically designed for stable flight around skyscrapers, and the sound, which I assumed would be a bit of an issue, is so quiet that at a flying height of 100 metres it cannot be heard over the typical background noise of a city. Designed to verify the aircraft's ability to operate in a modern city, the tests will eventually culminate in public demo flights. They regularly operate in Germany and have performed numerous public flights since 2016, but I think I'd still be pretty apprehensive going on the first flight around Singapore. Longer range, more power and fresh styling are the newest features for the bikes from Niro Motorcycles in their 13th year of production. Horsepower is up by 35%, and the long-range street bike can now do 112 miles on the highway or up to 223 miles or 350 kilometres around the city. Showing loyalty to previous customers, Niro has also launched a backwards compatible 6 kilowatt charger which will fit the street and dual sport models back to 2015. Using recharge stations, the charge tank is 6 times faster than a standard wall outlet and can add up to 85 miles of city range in 1 hour. Zhiyun motorcycles continue to be the leader in the electric motorbike segment. I just wish they still sold them here in Australia. Our last stories for the week come from the pre-season Formula E testing in Valencia, where BMW has finished at the top of the timesheets on all 3 days. BMW set significantly faster times than some of the major competitors, and over the course of the 3-day test, their 2 drivers clocked up 435 laps between them. A comparison for this season's cars worth looking at is this video from Envision Virgin Racing. The new cars are obviously in a different league to the original Formula E models, and as you can see from the footage, the speed difference is just astounding. What has also surprised me a lot from the testing footage this year is the volume and variation of sounds coming from the new cars. While they don't have the bone-rattling, eardrum-smashing noise of the F1 cars, they're certainly not silent. So that's it for this week's show. As always, if you'd like to keep up to date with the latest EV news and you're not subscribed to the channel already, then hit the red button below and tap the bell notification, and I will see you on the next one.